What's going on, guys? TTL here. Today I'm going to be going over my top 4 NBA props for today, Sunday, December 17th, 2023. These first games started around 3 p.m. This is a little bit of a later video. This is going to be uploaded about 10:30 a.m. Eastern. But I mean, that's at least almost 5 hours to get these in. And I think some of the plays I'm going to be giving out don't start until 8 p.m. If I'm correct. I'm pretty sure I am. So plenty of time to get these in. And guys, we finally had a bounce back day, let me tell you. So VIP absolutely crushed last night. We actually had a great bounce back day. Very, very thankful for that. We needed that. We ended the cold streak. Had a lot of fun watching Patty Pimblett just demolish Tony Ferguson last night. We were very hyped about that in the Discord as well. I love MMA, man. I love Saturdays, but Patty Pimblett's one of my favorite. But if you guys are interested in joining that VIP, it's $20 a month, and if we don't profit on your first day that you join, you get your $20 back. So there is that money back guarantee. I post every single slip that I play for any website or app, and we have a lot of fun in there. Like I said, we do live streams. Recently, I've been putting like $1,000 a day on blackjack and just running it up with $250 hands. And whenever I profit, I usually give like $100, $200 to people that watch the live stream in the Discord. So we just have fun, man. Roulette, things like that on the live stream. We also do watch parties for like CSGO matches, League of Legends matches, things like that. So we have a blast in there if you guys are interested in signing up for that. As far as the free picks go yesterday, we went 2 of 4, which sounds kind of bad. But I did also give 2 exact slips yesterday. It's not like I just gave 4 genuine props and we went 2 of 4. I did give 2 exact slips. So as long as you followed those exact slips, we profited yesterday on the free picks as well. This was one of the free picks that I gave, and this one cashed, and then the other one, Kyle Lowry had a freaking amazing day and got like 50 million assists somehow. He actually almost cashed for us because he had 8 RA. We had under 8.5, and he came back in with like 6 minutes in the 4th. We were so unlucky that he came back in. I was hoping that he would just stay out. But then Bojan Bogdanovic cashed very easily for us. He had like 2 assists in the first quarter or something. Super easy cash there. And then Duncan Robinson, I believe, had this first half as well. So this was a super easy cash as well. Just crushed it over there. Last thing I'm going to mention before we get into today's picks, I'm going to have 2 for prize picks and then 2 for sleeper again, because sleeper did really well yesterday. And guys, I do want to mention, if you guys are interested in a free week of VIP, sign up to UnderDog, Sleeper, Chalkboard, any of those 3 websites. Use code TTL when you make your first deposit. You have to use it when you sign up to UnderDog, but for Sleeper and for Chalkboard, use it when you sign up if it lets you, but when you make your first deposit, just make sure it says TTL for your promo code. Open a support ticket in Discord. I'll give you a free week of VIP, and you get a 100% deposit match. But let's get into these actual picks, guys. I'm really happy we had a bounce back day. Let's keep the heat coming. Let's actually like keep this heater going and make sure that we're just going to keep on crushing NBA. So let's go ahead and head to Outlier. Click NBA at the top. And I guess we'll do prize picks first, because I know a lot of people really love prize picks. I know how you guys are. First off, one of our top picks of the day is going to be CJ McCollum. And this is someone that I've gone to over and over again. There's 2 picks that I like for him today. You can take either one. I like his 22.5 points and assists, or I like his 26.5 PRA. We'll go over the 26.5 PRA, but like I said, either one of these is absolutely fantastic. I think that he should cash both of those fairly easily. So let's head on over to Outlier and pull them up. So over 22.5, not 23.5 PA is around -150 odds. He's cashed this in 8 of his last 10. In 2023, he's cashed this in 10 of 13 games. And the Spurs, 27th in points allowed, 27th in assists allowed. Versus shooting guards, they're 18th in points allowed, 26th in assists allowed. So they allow a ton of points, a ton of assists. to pretty much every position. Shooting guards, they still allow a ton of both. When we take a look, he's exceeded this in 16 of his last 20 games as a favorite for PA. And he's shooting 16 field goal attempts, and he's getting, we can see 4 assists, 6 assists, 4, 7, 8. So plenty of assist potential there as well. So I'm really loving this line. And you can also take the 26.5 PRA as mentioned. This is minus 145 on FanDuel, minus 130 elsewhere. In 2023's cast this in 9 of 13, and we can see they're just as, the Spurs are just as bad at rebounds as they are points and assists. 28th in the league versus shooting guards, 26th. So he's also cast this in 15 of his last 20 against favorites, and we can see he's averaging around 4 or 5 rebounds per game as well. So you're getting around the same odds, whichever one you take, in my opinion. But I'm loving this. In the head-to-head matchup, he's cast this in 7 of 8 games, and that's going to be the same exact way if you take points and assists. Points and assist is actually 6 of 8. So maybe even more of a reason that we took PRA. I did take PRA and VIP. That's the reason I'm going over that one more so. But with them having that weak rebound defense, I do like the PRA just a tad bit more. But let's keep on crushing it. Love CJ McCollum today. Let's lock him in with confidence. Another play that I'm really loving today is Malachi Branham. And his line is 2.5 rebounds that we're going to be taking today. This is versus the Pelicans. Let's take a look at him. So this is actually on the opposing team, the Spurs. And we can see over 2.5 rebounds. May have missed it. There it is. Minus 130 on DraftKings. Minus 130 BetMGM. And minus 131 on Caesars. We can see in the head-to-head matchup, it's been 2 of 4. Earlier this season, he only got 2. This was around 2 weeks ago. In 2023, he's gone over this in 5 of 24. And I know what you're thinking. GTL, why are we taking this? He's gone over this in 5 of 24. This looks absolutely terrible. Well, as you can see, he's gone over this 3 games in a row. And we can take a look. He's averaging 21 minutes on the season. He was getting 15 to 20 minutes like every single game. And then all of a sudden, 3 games ago, he's getting 30 plus minutes each game. We take a look. He's exceeded this in 3 of his last 4 games at home. And then when we take a look, games without players, Charles Bassey. Now he's cashed in 3 of 5 without Charles. Take out Trey Jones. Cashed in 1 of 1 game. He's only played 1 game without both of these players. He got 4 rebounds in that game. So really loving this. That should give him a lot more usage. Again, he's going from 15 to 20 minutes to he played 33 minutes without these players. So I'm really loving this, and that was with 3 fouls as well. I think he gets 4 or 5 rebounds today. The Spurs are pretty heavy underdogs. We can see the Pelicans' rebounds defense 19th in the league, and then versus shooting guards, they're actually 27th. So they give up a ton of rebounds to shooting guards as well. So I'm loving this, especially with Trey Jones and Charles Bassey being out tonight. Let's lock it in with confidence and just take these 2 over. If you want to pair these 2 together, be my guest. I personally did not play these 2 together in a 2-pick like this. But if you would like to, because these are the only 2 free picks of the day, feel free to. Or you can just put these in any type of flex play or anything like that you want today. I know if you guys didn't see, Prizepicks is doing the Pickmas thing. And for the 4th day of Pickmas, they are doing a the more money you play, the more you get back sort of thing. So I played over $500 today, so I'm going to get a free entry for $1,200. So it's a little bit of something. Can't really complain with a free entry. So, and then that's that for Prizepicks. So we'll head on over to Sleeper. So this is the 2-pick. And again, I'm actually giving out the slip itself, or you can take the individual props. But this is the personal slip that I played on Sleeper. And we're going to take Freddie VanVleet. Let's take a look. Fred VanVleet, over 3.5 rebounds. We can see this is minus 160 on FanDuel, minus 174 on all the way over on Caesars, minus 160-ish on all sports books though. He's cashed this in 9 out of his last 10 games. The one time he went under was versus OKC, who don't allow many rebounds in general. We saw the Joker last night, who had his worst rebounding game since February in 2021, by the way. So I'm really happy that Prizepicks rebooted that. But and he got 3 there. It was by 0.5. So really loving this line today. 2023, he's cashed this in 14 of 21 games, and he's cashed this in 12 of his last 15 games on the road as an underdog. You know, a lot of these games that he went under at the beginning of the year too, we can see he played 33 minutes, 32. Excuse me. He played 27 minutes and went over, 29 minutes and went over. He's playing 40 minutes every game right now. So I'm loving this. We can see the Bucks 20th in the league for rebounds allowed versus point guards. They are 26th, allowing 7 rebounds per game to point guards. So this is just a prime game for Fred VanVleet. I'm loving his over 3.5 rebounds. Now, if you've never used Sleeper, they do go towards more so sportsbook odds. So they give you odds for each prop. Chalkboard's the same way. So we can see it's a 1.54x for this slip. That's perfectly fine. I am very confident this pick hits. So I'm willing to get the 1.54x and get the little bit of a less payout a little bit, you know. As you can see, it's a 2.5x instead of a 3x that we would get on Prizepicks. But there's a reason that this line, both of these lines, are not on Prizepicks. They're not on UnderDog. Because if they gave you a 3x payout, they would be crazy. But we're going to take that Fred VanVleet at 3.5 rebounds. Let's go on to Onfree Simons. We're taking his under 8.5 RA. It was 8.5, right? Yeah. Under 8.5 RA. Now this one's the only one that's a little bit iffy. I'm really feeling confident in this though. I have 200 on it. It's 2-unit play. Minus 140 on FanDuel, minus 135 elsewhere, minus 145 on BetMGM actually. Over his last 10, he's cashed this in 7 out of 10. In the head-to-head matchup, he stayed under in 4 out of 5 games. The game earlier this year, literally less than 2 weeks ago, was a close game, 106 to 110. He only got 5 RA, and he played 37 minutes in that game. In 2023, he's cashed this in 4 out of 6 games. He's averaging 32 minutes per game. Again, he played 37 in the game versus the Warriors and stayed under. So I'm really loving this. Let's lock it in. We can see the Warriors in general are 8th for least amount of assists, 12th for least amount of rebounds versus shooting guards. Both of those get bumped up. They give out the least amount of assists in the entire league versus shooting guards and 10th least for rebounds allowed versus shooting guards. So great spot for Simons to stay under versus the Warriors here today. We can check. Jeremy Grant is a game time decision. I personally think he's going to play tonight. And then Robert Williams, he's been out. It doesn't really affect that much. It takes 1 game out. When they played the Warriors earlier this year, they didn't have Robert Williams. So I'm loving this. And even if Jeremy Grant is out, by the way, I don't think it's going to affect Simons' RA that much anyway. He's already getting a ton of game time. Obviously, his usage will go up a little bit, but I don't think it's going to affect him a huge amount. I'm loving this under either way. And I do think that if Jeremy Grant is announced in, that this is a free play for us. So I'm loving it. Let's lock this 2-pick in with confidence over on Sleeper. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Make sure you're hitting that like button. Leave a comment down below. Hit that subscribe button, guys. Like 70% of you are still not subscribed on all my videos. So make sure to do that. And I'll see you guys in the Discord. The Discord's free to join. Has the VIP there. So feel free to join, guys. I'll see you there.